exactly right. He's just lined up one-on-one with the right tackle, Brian O'Neill, and they only rushed 3 guys.
And Trey Hendrickson, who's been relatively quiet tonight.
It creates a little bit of one-on-one, so Gary benefits off that. Right, a matchup with Sewell, comes off of Sewell. There's the blitz from 7, and then
inside. But because of the game that they run between Butler and Crosby in his face, for some reason, Mayfield pulls.
Adams, who just joined the team 3 days ago, also in.
Yeah, this is a big storyline because the right tackle a little bit confused there. Zach Tom looked inside.
Forces the play. Watch him go around the edge here against Joe Alt and force Herbert to step up and around, and that little trying to go up the field and then back around. So basically, once you see Mahomes step up into that pocket, you want to beat him
down the field. Just one of the opportunities here where Mayfield has to hold the ball a little bit, but they're not as aggressive down the field.
For a loss of 5 on the first play for the Browns.
He's got such a unique right foot, and you got to use a staggered.
Yeah, I tell you, you put tight ends on some of these edge rushers. Hey, we're going to put 2 of them over there. Well, yeah, that's not going to help you. I mean, it's a gift to be an elite. Watch number 90. Watch him jump through. He doesn't use any leverage to get through that. That is a heck of an athletic play. Being able to land on your feet, still having your arms extended.
Right there, great spin move. Finishes it off, and you got number 1 and 2 all time in sacks per game. TJ Watt is 1.
It's a loss of 11. By the way, that's
throwing shoulder and blowing out your shoulder. Fortunately for Cincinnati, Joe Burrow gets back up.
Bringing pressure, but I'll tell you, a guy who's having a game is the guy in the middle. Look at that get off with Pat O'Connor, the 6-year man out of Eastern Michigan, with these guys that are down.
You're going to try and chip him with a tight end, but he takes a really wide angle and still gets around more.
Again, look, 77 is one of the best centers in the game. He just olays him with quickness. They are getting off of the
for the sack. So we have seen this a couple of times now. Get up the field, retrace.
It looked like the Grady Jarrett that I remember playing against in all those NFC South battles. Like,
brought up the blitz, 47 right in the middle. You also see a good get off there by 95, Pat O'Connor, enough to affect Love.
Times it perfectly, and the back's got to step up. And it's actually a really good throwaway by Jameis on this.
Yeah, so he beats the left guard, Blake Brendel. He's right here. Coleman's on the top, and he just wins coming off the inside. He initially beats Garrett Bradbury, the center, and
to get almost parallel to the ground and then stay on your feet.
They're going to try and hit him from all angles because right now they are trying to make sure they get some help on the outside. Yeah, you wouldn't pick that name out, would you? But he's been sensational. And what happens here, Mike, is they put him down.
We're not getting, some of the key players blocked here. I mean, that's Cam Jordan. He's going down inside, and for Daniel Bellinger, you've got.
I think that's going to be the 2 Chargers edge players, Bosa and Mack. They're going to hit each other after they're both chasing Mahomes.
Yeah, this is the single jet sweep variation I just don't love as much as one when it's
loss of 6.
Miscommunication right here. Washington comes in the game, you got to block down on.
But that all was about the disguise. That was an excellent disguise.
Since week 3, and watch what happens right here. I mean, this is a great job by Elijah Chapman. He takes.
Yeah, heads up play, and the wingspan of Crosby is well documented. Good instincts. He sees the quick pass.
Interception return for a touchdown by a 300-pounder in NFL history, 92 yards.
The inside pressure by number 69, Adam Butler. He flashes right by Baker Mayfield. And then you see Chason, who just kind of comes across by Chason because this is an all-out blitz. And he's supposed to rush the passer, but look at what he does. He recognizes right now it's a screen. A lot of
his shoulder, J.C. Latham just beat.
You want your running backs to block him, and he's just so hard. This time it's Aaron Jones. He's big, he's physical, he's almost like an extra defensive line.
Come flying in the screen right here across Juergens, and Juergens was passing him off to Mekhi Becton.
And now here you go again. 2nd down and 15.
Difference. You're expecting man from the 49ers, but now Caleb Williams, he's seeing a different look. Setting the edge. Gross Matos does a nice job collapsing the pocket. Darnell Wright tries to extend and
also some pressure.
Watch Mafe, 53. He's the one who forces it initially. Ryman tries to get to him. He shoves it.
One of the strongest guys on this football team. Watch him just slant in here and go make this play, and then it looks like a rodeo.
You'll see him get off the ball and work with that power into that backfield, and it frees up those backers as well. Rashawn Gary able to come off the edge, help clean that up.
I tell you what, again, a nice job here, getting off to the side. It's one of the things that we see. That's a big guy.
Defense. We saw the Chargers with that, with a couple of...
Donovan Wilson as well. And Tanner Hudson comes over, picks up Donovan Wilson and Hudson. But with 3rd and long, they then rush only 4, drop into coverage. Osai fights right through the double team there. Just does, you got Tyler Smith, but out there on the edge, Adoga.
But they're going to be in man coverage on the outside, and you're going to see a wide open receiver running across the field right there. They had that play. Gets the first shot. Pacheco's going to get the second shot. Here he comes right here. And that is one heck of a hustle play right there by Derwin James. Without Ladd McConkey, who is it that is going to get open? On this one, nobody. This was not really one of those earned sacks. It was just a we ran.
Yeah, Malik Collins, this is where he excels in the passing game. He goes up, he's getting Coleman Shelton one-on-one, beats him like a drum.
Yeah, you have to be smart in this situation.
Well, when they need the defensive line to step up, this time they got penetration. Didn't allow that running game to get going at all to set up a 3rd and medium.
I think you got to hand this thing off inside. You got the pullers in front of Saquon. You're trying to close out this game. Once again, these body blows early are those
through for Miami. Yep, keep an eye on Brooks. He goes right to where Devontae Adams is, but it's the stunt up front that allows Sealer to get loose. That's right where
Hamilton, he slips the center. Daniel Brunskill gets penetration immediately.
What an answer for their defense.
Yes, and watch as this play develops right here. Mayfield is looking to his left, but look at the passing windows. There's nothing open. Look at how they just close all the windows, and now he's forced to scramble. They are doing a great job of closing the windows.
Well, watch Cade Mays and Carter. This is the matchup. The center has to get over here and cut this off to spring that screen. Then you get the kick, you get the alley, and then you get the rat kill. Those
deploys him. They use him as their 5th rusher so much, but you definitely don't want your back. There it's Cam Akers. You just don't want your back to block him. So what they
will in the middle, collect this shallow route from Devontae Smith. I mean, Josie Jewell read the quarterback's eyes immediately, cut it off, made him get
his ability just to push the pocket. He's actually on the other side, but watch right here. He continues. And this was on.
For PI, I actually think it was incidental, and that's why Darnold ends up having to scramble.
Holding, offense number 70. A penalty declined, 4th down.
Hey, see, Jamin Davis, he's just going to run straight. And remember what Brian Flores told us. We said, hey, can we expect?
They have to count and identify who the Mike linebacker is. And if there's an extra blitzer, he has to belong to the quarterback.
Now 15-28 on 3rd and 4th and 1. And this was one of those examples. It just didn't go. That was just a...
Brian Brzee is going to be right here, number 90, actually right across from John Runyon right there. And this is going to be a really good job, just kind of working through there, pushing that pocket so you're getting...
Watch this right here, Jim. Boom! I mean, that's not a little guy. That's Posick, a big guy coming out on the edge, and Robert sends that center right to the ground and disrupts the play.
It's just a bad momentum play for the offense. But Otis Reese at the bottom of your screen, he stays at home and plays his keys and trusts it. And they do a little tango in the backfield and eventually gets Devin Duvernay.
Offsides here, creeping up to the line of scrimmage and holds back just a half second there. Gets in quickly, ball's got to come out of the quarterback's hand pass.
The Raiders, they just don't even see it coming. They're going to bring David up inside. They're going to drop off here, and watch as the Raiders, everybody slides to the outside, but nobody picks up David.
We're talking about this defensive line and opportunity, and there's a great job by Elijah Garcia. He's had a couple of nice plays already here early in the game.
Camped with the Broncos this season.
He sniffs the screen out, starts running over there, and then shows off that athleticism, and he's been dominant inside.
Well, great job by the guys up front of the Jets. Look at that. The line doesn't move. If anything, it moves backwards into the Dolphins.
But you're seeing the freshness right now of Highsmith early in this game, and that's what makes this defense so formidable, Jim. The edge rushers, they've got a lot of them.
Especially with Bijan Robinson, is these perimeter zone runs. They want to run everything from the tackle out. He's one of the best backs in the league.
Yeah, how about this? We're wondering how this defensive line is going to play. They add more guys in there. You can see they've got 4 of them there now, and it's working down the line. Really nice job finding that ball carrier by Elijah.
When they played him back at safety, but when he reads run, he knows how to get up, hold that edge, and lower the boom. Those are 2 college.
I mean, it's Chase Young. He's a pretty big guy. He's dropped out from that defensive end spot. I don't know if you're late.
But almost come out here, and this is a play that they have run on so many key 4th downs during their great runs to the Super Bowl. That time the Chargers all
sticks his right hand up in the air, and if that thing sticks, he has his 3rd pick six.
Working against Evan Neal right there and just getting to turn that corner and able to kind of get down that line and impact that throw. Yeah, 66 Granderson, coming out. He's in coverage against. Going to get turned loose right here. You're going to be down at the bottom. You're going to get focused on Dean Belton. The blitzer right there.